Hi, I'm Sean from the Moore Family Collection, and this is Tom from Topia. And we're here at the Milton Lagoon to do a beach cleanup. In other words, tackling pollution right here at the source.
At Topia, we deeply committed to our environmental impact and preserving the planet. So we're thrilled to be here today partnering with Cape Cadogan Boutique Hotel, part of the Moore Family Collection, not only at the properties, but at this initiative as well.
Tom, so just looking at this beach, we can see what a problem this plastic spring, from these little microplastics around us to the bigger pieces floating in the ocean. I mean, what's worried is that this is just a small shot of such a bigger problem.
Absolutely, Sean. It's crazy to think that 1 million plastic bottles are sold every minute, and that figure is expected to double by 2030. What's even more alarming is by 2050, there could be more plastic in the oceans than fish. And a huge portion of that comes from single-use plastic water bottles, which is why we're here today to tackle that together.
Yes, and that's exactly why we're here today, not just to tackle the cleanup of the beach, but to discuss the problem at the source. And maybe you can tell us a bit more about why Topia has got involved in this.
Topia was founded in 2009 with the mission to help hospitality brands and organizations provide water at the highest standards while reducing the environmental impact. And through our on-site bottling solutions and reusable glass bottles, we've been able to eradicate 500 million single-use plastic water bottles being used, and essentially ending up in landfills and potentially the oceans.
Now that's exactly what drew us to you. A premium product, good for the environment. We're not wasting resources by, extensive transfer costs. Some of our lodges and hotels are in remote locations. This solution is great to have on property, on site. It really suits our needs perfectly. So this is exactly what we are aiming to stop happening. How many of these have we managed to keep out of the system?
So across all the Moore Family Collection properties, we've been able to prevent 1 million plastic water bottles being used. And that's equivalent to 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools filled with bottles.
And it's not just the bottles themselves, there's the carbon emissions from producing and transporting them as well.
Exactly, Sean. And what most people don't realize is that the total water footprint of a single 1 litre plastic bottle can be up to 5 litres. And that includes production, packaging, filling, refrigeration, and waste management. So it's not just about the waste, it's also about reducing the emissions as well as preserving our precious resource water. So this is a mobile version of the dispensers that we've installed at your property, and it makes use of your existing water supply and filters out any contaminants and allows the good minerals to flow through, and dispenses on-demand chilled, still and sparkling water that can be dispensed into reusable glass bottles to eradicate the need for any single-use plastic water at your properties.
We love being able to serve our guests chilled, still and sparkling water. In fact, at our lodges and hotels, you'll find either glass containers or something similar to this. The fact that the guest sees this is super important when they are choosing to stay in our hotels and lodges, because sustainability is, in fact, demanded of us, and it's no longer questionable.
I completely agree, Sean, and I think guests are expecting sustainable best practices in the luxury hospitality space. Yeah, well, Sean, this is what our team have managed to collect today from the beach.
Not bad at all.
And obviously prevention is better than having to clean up at the end of the day, so this is why we work together to reduce the amount of plastic that reaches our beaches in the first place.
Absolutely. This really brings home why we're actually here. And, it makes us realize that symbolically we are part of a much bigger picture when it comes to our sustainability practices.
Definitely, and collectively that makes a big difference. And with partners like the Moore Family Collection Group, we've set ourselves an ambitious target of eradicating 1 billion single-use plastic water bottles in the future.
So other than just providing water systems, how does Topia contribute to a more sustainable setup within the hospitality sector?
Everything we do at Topia is with a deep respect for water, and preserving it for future generations. So through education, collaboration, and innovation, we try to empower our partners to make sustainable best practices. And our goal is to make the sustainable choice the obvious choice.
And for us, it's about authentic sustainability that's ingrained in everything we do.
Absolutely, Sean. And that's why this partnership works so well. And sustainability shouldn't just be an add-on, it should be a fundamental of luxury hospitality.
Couldn't agree more. And that's why days like today actually help us connect and get work done that matters.